that so I can share it.
Okay, now we are talking.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. But I don't know if it's after this restreamed or my community can look on the video because, you know, of different time zones.
Indeed. No, we have a YouTube channel, and I guess Ricardo will take care of putting all the breakout room recordings there, so it will be available for everybody. Still early. We have like we are supposed to start at 35 etc. So we still have a little more than 10 minutes. I'm so excited, guys, to listen to all of your projects. Personally, it's my first Catalyst round, so I'm the newbie here, probably.
Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. How many? 1.
There we are. Ajax.
4. 8 presentation in this room, as I'm right. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. We are in 6 at this moment, so as I said, we have 10 minutes more. So
yeah. And you are presenting also, Davide.
Yes. I'll introduce you to my proposal for this Catalyst round, indeed.
Yeah, cool. And first time on Catalyst?
First time on Catalyst, yes. I was absorbed by the Cardano community spirit as soon as I hit the send button on the Catalyst proposal site. And then I met a lot of people. That is, it's really nice. It's really a wonderful community. Everybody's willing to help. It's there is a fantastic energy. I guess you can share this feeling with me.
Yeah, of course.
Since how long are you involved in that?
We started at Fund 4, I guess, with Project Catalyst, and Fund 4 or Fund 5. Fund 5 we were funded, at Fund 5. So it was. It is already a journey. Yeah. I have to close all the other applications because my team members are writing this.
Where are you from, Marcy? Hi.
We are based in Germany, but we are, of course, an international project. I was born in Poland. I was born in Poland and have my roots in, Polonia. Yeah. I was born. But we got guys from every corner of the world. So, you know, this is how games development works for years now. Yeah.
I'm also a game developer, so we share another thing, Martin.
Marcin. Okay, good.
Yeah.
We are looking always for collaborations, and of course, as always, every developer on this world, additional resources in coding, because every other divisions are not a problem. Graphic, animation, not a problem. Web design or UI UX design is not a problem, but getting good coders is
it's a challenge. But I have to admit that it's not that easy also for finding other kind of help like artists and modellers, because there is still a bit of prejudice, I can say, about blockchains in general in the game development environment. A lot of people is still not knowing that, still have a lot of opinions that are probably not really suitable.
We are very often visiting a lot of conferences like the Gamescom and DevCom, and we try to educate people in terms of Cardano, especially, and also, of course, in terms of blockchain. And it's funny to see how this developed, because if you just talk about your project without mentioning NFTs or blockchain, you talk just about your piece of software, everything is fine.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as you mention, so that's why we avoiding to talk about a lot of, we like to discuss it in a more educational way. Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. Well, after this proposal, my next one will probably be for a game. So I already have projects. I think that it will grow.
Cool. Cool.
So we'll exchange contacts later. In any case.
Of course, please. Let's do on LinkedIn, on Twitter, wherever you like. Yeah.
Perfect. So we have 5 minutes more. Let's see. Yes, 35, and then it's you are starting. So perfect.
Yeah, I start. Rodolfo, where you are from?
Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Buenos Aires.
Nice.
Oh. Far away from me. Yo, it's I guess 11 hours flight or something like this.
A little bit more. Yes, could be 13.
Yeah.
Direct flight, of course.
Yeah.
Some combination.
From Frankfurt.
Yeah, Lufthansa has a direct flight. So.
Yeah.
And you, David, where are you based?
You can guess from my accent, I'm from Italy, but I live in the Netherlands for 14 years now. Yes.
Okay. So you are not living far away from me, because I'm based in Dortmund.
Oh yeah, it's pretty close indeed.
I'm from time to time visiting Roermond, because of the outlet center.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the world is sometimes smaller than you think.
Yeah, exactly. But it's nice to have this community that we can talk and get a link together here from Europe. It's pretty cool. It's something that was really missing. Okay, so we have to be a little strict, guys, for the time. So we have our, in theory, 5 minutes, but of course, we see if we can cut it. But yeah, we should really try to finish for 5 to see if we can. Sorry, guys, for the ring bell. I think that we are almost, we are missing one person because somebody else is presenting in another room, but we are ready to go.
Maybe he comes later, because...
Yep, exactly. Now you already told me in a chat. So I think that if we are ready, guys, if you agree, we can start. Start with you, Marcin.
Of course. I will share my screen, just a moment. I hope that everyone sees my PowerPoint slide.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And you will just say start, Davide, and I will just start.
Yeah, I think we can start now, so we can spare a minute more for everybody.
So let me put on my timer, so I'm 10 minutes. Welcome everyone to IdeaConf, and which is developed by the Rapid Potion Studios. And today we are talking specially about our phase 2 dungeon crawler proposal on Project Catalyst. Why phase 2? Because if you not know what IdeaConf is, it is 3 games in one, something like this, or we talk about 3 different phases, and I will just very fast and in a nutshell present you the 3 phases. Currently, we are developing a mobile game, which we called Arena or Dual Mode, and this will be released this year, currently in closed alpha for our alpha testers. You can use your NFT heroes, or you can buy, not only buy, but also play it for free. And the most important part is that, talking about NFTs, every NFT is, of course, your property, and it's in the player's wallet, and very important, you can do with this whatever you like. So the second phase, we will deep dive into it, is the dungeon crawler. It's not 1 versus 1 like the mobile game, but it's 2 versus 2 gameplay. And think of Torchlight, Diablo, Hades, you know it. But the special twist is you go 2 versus 2, so it's more competitive, your team versus another team. And the third one, I take here a picture from Warhammer, Total War. Somebody knows this tabletop game, also on PC is available. We call it Skirmish Battlefield mode, where you will be able to command an army, a small army of your tribe, and fight also against other players. Why you do this? Because we are talking Ada quest, and the world is a disc world, is called Ada, and this is also the continent. And on this continent are currently different tribes, and on this tribes are gaining for territory, of course. And since all 3 phases are interconnected, you are earning and gathering not only prizes but also points for every season. So just imagine you collect enough points and your dwarfish, elfin, barbarian territory will rise. How we do this? We do this with NFTs that represent your land, where you can build things on. But if you lose it, you will also have, or the NFT will be transferred to your enemies. So let's keep this in mind. Everything is interconnected. Talking about our vertical slice and the dungeon crawler and the catalyst funding we are looking for, we talked already a little bit about development, and this takes time and resources, of course. So we are talking here about 4 months, and we are looking for 164K. In this, all these resources are already integrated, from coding to game design. We are looking for 12 additional members with 153K in costs, and at also $10,000 for some small marketing campaign, because we saw already that awareness is really everything. What is this about? We see this on our Discord server. You have to entertain the people. So looking at the vertical slice further, this is our first concept draw from the early 2022. It looks very, very funny. And you see something like a dungeon. You see 2 characters and some different funny guys and a big treasure within the side. Then after talking this with my team, we decided then to create something like, of course, a concept illustration, or in concept art, how it is called originally. And what is this dungeon crawler all about? You already know that we are talking about 2 players go into dungeon and fight against other 2-player team. But beside this, you have the typical features like traps, treasures, secrets, monsters. And there are also special features. I cannot talk very deeply about this, but you can imagine, if I switch back to the concept, you see there's a second team, and you try to be the fastest to get into the main room and get the treasure faster than your competitor or your enemy. That's what I can all tell you about this. You see some also traps and so on, but there are special features. And if we talk with the different communities about this, and also especially with esports teams, they they are super interested because these features are very special and no other dungeon crawler until today has offered this. Why? Because we are old school gamers and we put a lot of ideas together, mixed it the right way, and present it to the player. So you can be curious about the special features we are offering. The most important thing is just remember 2 players versus 2, and the team who wins get the biggest treasure. And the treasure, of course, will also possess NFTs. So it's possible for you to get NFTs inside the game. Not fully play to earn, but you can get it for your and your team. Talking about team and distribution, we plan an early access through ada-quest.com. This is our website, because Steam and Epic is not allowing us to be listed because of the NFTs. So we say, okay, forget this, we will do this by our own. We have also already some strong partners like Flame. I can only recommend to you visit our Twitter, and you will see that Flame is something like the Web3 Steam shop, yeah, or Steam service. Funny thing, it's run by Rick Ellis, and Rick Ellis was the founder of Steam. So please check out our Twitter account. You will see the link for Flame. That's the name you can mention. Finally, we have also a website, a white paper, a Discord server, Twitter space. You can learn everything, deep talk about this on our services. I can only invite you to ask us questions. We have a small community, around 1,000 members on Discord, and we talk already with our closed alpha testers. So you are invited to join the world of IdeaQuest. We hope that you will like our proposal on Catalyst. Just search in the Catalyst app for IdeaQuest. You will see 2 proposals. The other is also for the marketing campaign. So please upvote both. We would be happy, and thank you, and present to you, I hope, a very, very nice game to the Cardano community. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Marcin. Fantastic, also in time. And now it's Rodolfo. I think you're muted, Rodolfo. Can you unmute?
Yeah, I can. I think need admission to share some slides. Could be. Okay. Okay, ready? David? Can I start?
You can start. I can see it. Everything is ready.
Thank you very much. And thank you very much for the opportunity to share with you our project. Before going to that, let me introduce, we are Citaldoc, a telemedicine platform. It is a platform already established in 2017, in which basically we connect patients with doctors through a platform. In general terms, and to be very simple, it's like an Uber of telemedicine. Doctors for one side providing services, and patients for the other. And all what we do is related to health and technology. So with this already established, we just to have an idea, in Argentina, more than 100,000 patients already enrolled, 1,700 doctors of different specialty exchanging, consultation every day. So to go to the project, which we name and baptism Help to Health, ramping up to 2 billion people. And you can see there, well, the link, also the code to enter and to navigate into the project, which is very complete in all the elements. We need to do a little bit history, not probably like Marcin in Fund 5 or 7, but starting in the funding 8, in which we were awarded with our previous project, which is named Help to Health. And in this project, we combined, or we boost our telemedicine platform, introducing smart contracts and other payment, which is an innovation in the health sector. So in this way, it's like we are together with Cardano, trying that the blockchain is more and more used for more people. And we are reproducing this into the health sector, thanks to our already existing Citadel platform. Today, well, in theory, we can reach a market of 650 million people, which is the Spanish LATAM population. And in this case, why is important in the health sector to introduce blockchain? Because we are dealing with data of people and data of health, which is very sensitive, which is very useful to exchange, to be portable, to be traceable in many ways. So, and you can probably know when you go to a doctor that the doctor asks you, well, what happened with your X-ray or your blood test, and you sometimes you don't have a very available all the data that belongs to your history as a person. So that's why introducing a blockchain and smart contract, you can very safely store your data, interchange, trace. You can share for investigation or with your doctor to do prospective or for future simulation. So it is a really fascinating world that we are very willing to start and to do our contribution. So that's why in Fund 8, we were working with us and proposed this innovative combo, which is telemedicine plus a Cardano smart contract plus other crypto payment. So, well, but this is, we are talking about just 650 million people, which is not less, but of course, as said, we need that the blockchain is available and is known for more people. And that's why in Fund 9, and this is specifically the project, we are ramping up to more than 2 billion people. And why we are doing this, or in what way? Well, by very, not easy, but very simple, adding English and Portuguese language. So we need to localize and to internationalize into these two idioms and cultures in order to reach more and more people. So this making this smart contracts and this the telemedicine service and also other payment to available to more people. And with this is important contribution as could be in other areas, but especially in health. You need to do impact, you need a lot of people. It's just not important to have a solution for only one guy or two guys. The more people you hit, the more you contribute to the result. And this is in parallel with the blockchain. So the more people, it's like to creating a virtuous cycle. So that's why we are not exaggerating that this is an untapped opportunity and really pivotal. So the utilization of smart contract and even crypto payment in the health sector is very, very low. There is all the opportunities to tackle, and we are very willing to do it. And in this journey, of course, we are very well equipped with our partner here is Dr. Jorge Nazanowski, which is part of the team, a co-founder, and also member of important societies of pediatricians in Argentina, and is 50% doctor, 50% tech. So also Dr. Ruggeri, also a pediatrician. Myself, many years in pharmaceutical industry. Danny Rodriguez, a very well-known blockchain developer, and our young ladies, Sophie and Martina, helping us with all the social media, which is very, very important in terms of to communicate, because it sounds like a health project, it is. It sounds like a technology project, it is as well, but mainly is an educational process. Educational project, and this is, if we have a look to, and also let me mention our partners, Latam Cardano community and Cardano Latam translator team community, which will be very important at the time we need to translate this platform and technology to other idioms. Well, we are requesting this amount of $140 with this level of details is made the budget, and as you can imagine, distributed into, well, the translation, which is key for this project in the Fund9. Technology development, we need to reach more people, we need to establish our architecture in the same line, and an important amount in backend and also education and marketing, which is key really to start talking to the people. And believe me, the preliminary discussion that we have had with reference here in our market, they are very curious, they are very interested in how to deal with these technologies, how to deal with the data which is disseminated through hospitals, disseminated to, well, even in our house, we have plenty of boxes with the, information, but also not only patients and doctors. It's important to deal with other stakeholders, like, for example, insurers. So for this reason, here is the most important thing, is the link. You can navigate to this in every detail, and to contact us for any information, clarification that you may need, and also looking for your support and to work together that for the blockchain is more known in more people, and we will do our job in what we really know to do, which is health and technology. So thank you very much for your attention. I hope we have your support and hopefully your vote. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Rodolfo. Thanks also for being on time. Perfect. Let's keep like this. Eric, you are ready to present, or are still busy with another room?
No, I'm here.
Perfect. I hope everything was
I sped up a bit the previous presentation to be here on time, so hopefully it's okay.
It's perfect. It's perfect. We also decided to start a couple of minutes in early because you never know if we need 1 minute more in the end. But okay, the floor is yours. Please go ahead.
If you can just confirm when you see the screen.
Yeah, we do.
Thank you. So in fact, this project started with a very simple idea. The idea was that why not use AI to morph profile pictures into whatever you want, and then mint them as an NFT on Cardano. And this was like just this idea, and maybe provide an API to do it. And I submitted this idea for Fund9, and it got funded. It's a small project initially, but then it got into a bigger project and bigger, and now this is becoming a great project for me. So I'm going to show you a few what has been delivered so far. So what has been pitched for Fund9 has been delivered already, but even I would say over-delivered, because I initially wanted to deliver only an API, but in the end I fully created a full web app for this. So this is a picture of me. I've just uploaded it, and you can see that I can get basically morphing into anything I like. Yeah, let's take a zombie, for example. So the morphing takes like 2-3 minutes. So I'm not doing it live, but you can play with it. It's fully live. It's called tachiku.com, and you can morph yourself in there. And then mint as an NFT. So that has been delivered. But while I was doing this, I discovered a few things which were like opportunities, in fact. First, there's no, at least for what I wanted to do, there was no good decentralized AI. And to provide a full scalable solution, I would need to deliver a full decentralized AI. Second, when I showed this type of things, I mean, everybody likes it, but then they say, okay, but it's not a movie. Yeah, it's not a movie. So now I've started to play with more open AIs. So I'm really, in fact, I've moved away from developing the AI to reusing ready-made AI that are made by others, but I'm packaging them, I'm making them fully virtualized, and I'm ensuring that they can be used in what you would call now an app that can be like a morphing studio or AI morphing studio on Cardano. So there's a voice behind here, but I'm not going to play the voice, but basically you're going to see the image, the video. So here it was a little proof of concept that I made. I took the same image from me, I morphed into a zombie again, and then I generated this little, what you would call a deep fake. So, okay, it's not perfect, it moves not freely extra, but it shows the possibility behind and the fact that it's feasible. So from there comes my pitch to this new Fund9, where basically I took everything I did and I'm going to leverage it to the maximum. So basically the pitch here is about moving from one morphing from one single OpenAI program to multiple OpenAI program, all virtualized, fully decentralized, and not stopped from morphing to picture, but to go from picture to deepfakes to anything. So you can see I've got a few videos on my proposal to explain what were the challenges that I got in my previous project, how I plan to overcome them, and where I'm going. And in doing this, in fact, and this is really my pitch. My pitch is, at the beginning, it starts with NFTs and images and picture profile, but it goes way, way beyond this. Because when you start to have OpenAI that can be run from commanding center, if you want, like the studio here, you can run anything behind. And the idea behind virtualizing these OpenAIs is that if you want to be part of this ecosystem and this economy of sharing GPU power for AI processing, you could download OpenAI, Docker, if you want, virtualized systems that I offer, which are, again, fully open source. Run them on your machine. Your GPU processing is running it for the benefit of a user who wants to either morph it or deepfake it or do something else tomorrow. And you get compensated in possibly future coins of this ecosystem for the use of your GPU. So this is where I'm going. I started with a simple idea, simple little things, and it's taking me towards something way, way, way bigger. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, I wanted to show you a few other things, like, okay, to make it simple, yeah, to conclude by this, you upload your picture, you morph it. So today, all of this you can do, and you NFT it, but tomorrow you can deepfake it as well. And that's where we're going. I hope I left 1 or 2 minutes for questions. I don't know.
Actually, yes, I think we have 1 minute more that we can share.
Okay. If you have any questions for me.
I personally have one. What technology do you use what language are you using for the project?
There are several. So in terms of backend for the web app, it's Node.js. I need to connect to some Cardano app on blockchain. So, but for these, I kind of outsource them. So part of my project, I pay for outsourcing all the Haskell development. And then in terms of the web app, I develop in React.js. But then, unfortunately, I have to integrate Python applications, which are made in, AI programs, which are made in Python. So okay, it's a mix.
I understand.
Python, Node.js, JS, React. Yeah.
Very, very cool.
And Haskell, sorry.
Thank you, Eric. Okay, so we are, we have some time to spare. We can, if you agree, guys, I can give the microphone to Sebastian, and then we can have a little break.
Just going to stop sharing. Yeah. And by the way, my proposal is here, and you can find it with a Tachiku or deepfake.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm going to stop sharing.
Thank you, Eric. Welcome, Sebastian.
Hello, is the screen visible?
Yes, it is. Welcome.
Perfect. So let me set up the timer. Okay. Well, hello everyone. My name is Sebastian Pereira. I am presenting from NFT DAO, but I do other things in the Cardano ecosystem. And my proposal in this fund is called the centralized newsletter. So what is the problem that I'm trying to solve, right? So the written word is the most basic way to disseminate news, even in today's world with internet and voice and all of this stuff. And yet, because it is so easy to disseminate news using the written word, these are under attack, right? So right now there have been many instances of censorship where payment processors or cloud services deny their access to certain publications. Maybe they are leaning left or they're leaning right. And basically, they don't give any reason why they are not allowing you to use their services, right? PayPal is notorious for doing this, and Amazon AWS also. Another problem is that these platforms are very ambiguous terms of services. They are written ambiguously on purpose, so they can claim that you have violated them in many instances, and that way they can keep control over the platform. They are centralized, obviously, so you are at the mercy of whatever they are saying, and you have really recourse to do anything about it. They can withhold payments. So if you are breaching one of these very vague TOS, they can retain your money and they don't need to give you a reason and maybe never give it the money back to you. So in that way, they are attacking your livelihood. And finally, they can block content in whatever way they think it is necessary without, again, giving any explanations or without having any justifications. So to solve all of these problems, what I am planning to create is a decentralized news service using blockchain technology, using a concept called token gating. So the people that would create these newsletters, instead of requiring subscriptions and databases to access the newsletter, they would sell NFTs. The NFTs would have a limited duration of a month, 6 months, depending on the subscription. And when the person who bought the NFT wants to access the newsletter, the site would check in the person's wallet if the NFT is there. And if the NFT is there, they would open the content to that person, right? So if I am subscribed to a particular news blog, I get an NFT from that news blog in my wallet. I access the newsletter service. The newsletter checks my wallet. And if the NFT is there, then I can see the news. And if it's not there, then it's going to ask me to purchase a subscription, right? In order to achieve this, we are decentralizing the payment, right? So instead of using traditional payment processors, we're going to use the Cardano blockchain. But we understand that that is not very friendly, right? Very few people want to go to the process of going through an exchange, buying ADA, buying an NFT, and all those stuff. And for that reason, NFT DAO created in Fund9 something called EasyPay that we'll discuss later. Well, we'll discuss now, I guess. EasyPay is basically a system that connects to legacy payment processors like PayPal, like Venmo, like Stripe, and process the transaction using the Cardano blockchain. But on the other end, gives the opportunity to the person that sells NFTs, in this case, the writer of the newsletter, to receive the money either in crypto coins, whether it be ADA or some other token on the Cardano network, or to receive that payment in fiat in a PayPal account or a Stripe account or whatever payment processor they're using. So that way, the people that write the newsletters have the choice to process the payment over the Cardano network, where it's not going to be able to be blocked or it's not going to be able to be censored. And on the other end, they can receive the money directly in their local currency using whatever legacy payment processor they're using, without having to be afraid of that being blocked or taken or anything like that. And the payment is processed through the Cardano network. So EasyPay was developed by the NFT DAO in Fund9. It was created to make sure buying NFTs could be very easy. It is open source. Anyone that goes to our GitHub repository is going to see all of the EasyPay folders there. They can clone it, use it however they want. So yes, if anyone has any questions about that, I'll be happy to answer. So that is my presentation. Please do consider voting, and happy to answer any questions.
Yes, indeed. We have a couple minutes
cannot
spare for
see the
questions. So if anybody wants to ask something, it's welcome.
Yes, guys, could you post your IdeaScale links in the chat? For example, Sebas, please, for the voting for.
Yeah, I think that the chat is shared between all the break rooms, so put also the name of the proposal just to clarify that is yours. I personally have a question about AdaPay. Is that already available for everybody, or all the projects can use the service to integrate what they are developing?
Yeah, EasyPay is open source. It's in the NFT DAO repository. So yes, you can clone it and use it however you want.
That's great. Thank you, Sebastian. Okay, if we don't have any other question, I think we can take a 10-minute break. We try to get back like 20 past 4. And we proceed with the remaining presentation. I don't see Darlington connected. I hope we can make it. Otherwise, we can just have the other Sebastian talking before him and waiting for him to take another slot. Okay, see you in 10 minutes, guys, or so. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody. Sebastian, it's you're in the floor.
Excellent. Thanks for having me here. Thanks for the invitation. I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, I'm part of Emurgo Academy. Okay, just a little bit of the introduction about what we are doing in Emurgo.
Emurgo Academy community, connecting blockchain enthusiasts globally to scale the adoption of the Cardano blockchain by building relationships between members to establish prospective collaboration, to exchange experiences, technologies, and ideas. We believe community value comes through membership, masterclasses, expert AMAs, technical channels.
Great.
Great.
Sorry. Okay. A little short recap about what's Emurgo. Emurgo is one of the founders of Cardano blockchain. He joins to Cardano Foundation and AOG, and Emurgo itself is in charge, was and is today in charge of the growth of the ecosystem, the growth of the adoption of Cardano, the adoption in in general in people that yet are not on board of our ecosystem. We are located in many places. We are working in places in the world because social and economic and environmental problems that is our focus are in the whole planet. Our vision and our mission are basically bring solutions to social and economic and environmental problems. That's our strategy, business strategy. Help the world to build new solutions based on the Cardano blockchain. Emurgo as a whole is split in several divisions. My division is Emurgo Academy. My division, and also the division of my partner, Sebastian Pereira, is here in this presentation. We are splitting in other Emurgo is split in other divisions. For example, Emurgo Africa, Emurgo Ventures, Trace, and Fibo, the famous NFT platform, Fibo. And Yoroi, of course. Emurgo Academy is, we are a company, we are a division in charge of build and support global learning solutions in general. We are in the educational area, teaching the basics and the most robust knowledge about how to develop on top of Cardano in the most possible ways. We have several programs, educational programs of the multiple levels of specialization. We have relations with many working groups, important working groups in the Cardano ecosystem. We can recognize there, for example, Milcomeda and Adenian and others. Our students, we are a fabric of students, and fortunately, our students are working in many companies in the outside world. Let's say, and we have relationships with many other educational institutions in many places in the world. Recently, we support in Argentina. We support a Cardano hackathon, very successful hackathon.
Yeah,
that was a really good exercise.
Mauro was there indeed.
Yes, it's really cool. And we search so many partnerships with other organizations in the most in other places in the world, but especially in developing countries. It's our interest bring our educational munition and others were kind of firepower to solution many problems in the world, the most urgent problems in the world. One of our continents is Africa, but we are in other places. Looking for many other partnerships with other organizations. For example, we support our activity on incubators in other startups. For example, this is a startup from the African continent. This is a startup from I'm not sure, but they are involved in the promotion of hackathons and the formation of communities. This is, and our goal is being the support for our students in this process of give shape to a new life, a new professional, personal life. For example, this is one of our students. He was a Web2 developer with many years of experience, and he decided to take the step to make a new life in this new Web3 world, and easily, with our support, he found a new work in one of the entities in the African continent. He's really satisfied in this moment. We have relationships with startups inside of Project Catalyst at academic startups. This is one, the famous Gimba Labs. We have a partnership with them. He support a few activities with the work of their work. This is our programs, different levels of difficulty and interest for all the students. We have basic levels, for example, the foundation of blockchain. We have we try to create more innovative and robust programs that provide to the students a real support to their goals, professional goals. Finally, we create and incentivize and promote a community of students and professionals on Cardano. This is our community. All the members of Catalyst, and also non-members of Catalyst, and students, teachers, and developers, all people can be part of our community. There you can provide support to other students and being provided of support also. Finally, tomorrow we have a really interesting conversation with three of the most relevant startups in the ecosystem. The co-founder of Gimba Labs. He is the creator of Dandelion, one of the API's most usable in the ecosystem. We have a Maximilian Rodowitz from M Labs and a Philip from Vacuum Labs. Philip from Vacuum X, that's right. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. UTC. And basically, that's my presentation. Thanks for having me here.
Thanks, Sebastian. Thanks, thank you really much. And also thanks for what Emurgo does for the ecosystem of Cardano blockchain. It's
yes, sir. We are working in the idea of support many other academic processes in difficult places. For example, we are looking for partnerships with other universities in Africa, for example. We have plans to contribute to the formation of programs, academic programs, and support in some way the development of those programs in those difficult places in the world.
Amazing stuff. Just a question. You have a location in the United States, I see, in both the coasts, West and East Coast. Of course, in Africa and in Asia, but you don't have any in Europe. Do you plan to open one in the future, or?
Of course. Basically, we base our work in problems, in opportunities of contribute to the problems, no matter the place. We are in this position to start a conversation and see what can we do with the provide support, no matter the place.
That's amazing.
David, ¿hay tiempo para una preguntita, no?
Of course.
Sí? Okay.
Sí.
So sorry, time for one quick question. As you mentioned, the other world. In the other world, sometimes, and we as trainees or teaching in the university, you provide the real space of companies, organization, corporation to, just to give the opportunity to the students, to practice, to be involved in the new the new knowledge. So do you see any room, or perhaps you have already a program or an options in the case of we as a, well, as a people who is, you know, building project, and we are in demand of the people that you are preparing, so we can do like a triple win. You as a academy, I'm as a person who need the resources, and also, let's say, the student to also to deal with the academy and also with the real world. There is any option or possibility that we can, for example, hire students or people who is in the middle range or in the late range of the development in order to just to immerse into a real project, a real problem. And how do you assess that, Sebastian?
Of course, Rodolfo. I put on the table in this presentation our involvement in the academic developments in our country, in difficult countries, in developing countries. But one of our lines is provide solutions to private companies and private startups and private projects in general. Is not a secret that the necessity, the amount of students of developers with the sufficient knowledge on how to develop Cardano is very low, and that's one of our goals: provide the major number of students with sufficient knowledge and connected to the startups that need it. So we, as Semurgo Academy, and maybe as Semurgo, I don't know, I'm more conscious about the Semurgo Academy. We can connect with, for example, with Citadel and provide some support about what are your necessities and connect the private projects.
Let's talk later.
Yeah, additionally, Semurgo Academy already in the past partnered with an enterprise called DAP360. They are a development shop on blockchain. And they sponsor a batch of students. Basically, the students would be there for free, and the DAP360 would pay their costs, right? And they did an intensive program where normally the batches normally the lessons are 2 times a week, but the people at DAP360 wanted to get developers quickly, so they sponsor a program where it would be 5 days a week, and the entire educational program would happen in only 3 months. It normally takes 8. So through then we have already finished that batch, and we got 25 developers through that entire program. That could be an option, or you can contact the people at DAP360 and they can provide you with those developers, or you contact to us and we can put you in contact with the students that are very late. And another thing we're trying to create is a registry of students that have completed the Plutus, at least as the Plutus level, where they can show the progress of whatever project they did, and precisely projects that are looking for developers that can see, and they can see this whatever code they managed to process and contact them individually. But I think that's going to be next year, because right now we have a lot on our plate.
That's
Great.
Excellent.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We are actually missing 2 people that were supposed to present. One has technical problem connecting. So I think that is time for my small presentation. Let me just change my background, because in this moment I'm not wearing the hat of the European Cardano community, but of my proposal. Just a sec. Yeah, this will be fine. Let me see if I can share the screen. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, shared link is my proposal for this catalyst round. So Fund9 is a fundraising and yield optimization platform that is dedicated to NGOs, mostly to the ones that are more involved in humanitarian rights and activity. everything started a lot of time ago for the idea, because being a voluntary for an NGO that took care of providing humanitarian services in the meaning of building hospitals in the places that are affected of war or humanitarian or other kind of catastrophes. We started a particular project in that moment. It was late 2006, and we decided to collect funds to make a fundraising, a telephone fundraising, where people could just send an SMS and paying something like €2. That amount was used to build a hospital in Africa that was supposed to be first class and free of charge. The process was successful, so I started thinking if there were another way to leverage microtransaction to collect funds for NGOs that are doing that. But of course, at the time, Cardano was not around, the blockchain was not a thing. How does it work? Mostly is a service dedicated to NGOs that can sign up in our website, providing the details they want. We want to become in later stages a DAO, so we will allow other participants to vote for the mission of other NGOs. What we'll do is to provide them with a fundraising platform, so a very simple website that or application that people can just use to donate something to their favorite NGO. But the particular thing is that all the collected amount are just moved to a particular wallet of the NGOs that is taken on a dedicated stake pool for the NGO itself. That increase all the amount. We take care of all the technical part of deploying the NGOs, but all the stake operator reward that we receive will be reverted back to the NGO's wallet. So the amount will compound it and will automatically grow without the NGOs have to do nothing about that. We choose Cardano for obvious reasons that everybody knows in this group. So it's very, very well developed with quality in mind. It's follow a scientific approach, is eco-friendly, and all the other fantasy features that we love and care about our favorite blockchain. But also because of the synergies, because there are already many projects that are building dedicated to the African continent by the Cardano itself and Murgo, but also based on Cardano, like World Mobile, Empower, and EcoCashew, just to make a few examples of that. So having something bit of Cardano that will facilitate the work of NGOs will for sure be helped by having other realities already in that place. The process of enrolling is pretty simple, as I already told you about. There is a form on the website. And after the sign up is completed, we will take care of minting some NFTs that will be delivered to the NGO's wallet. The NFT we are using for accessing the portal. So who owns that NFT can make changes and create new campaigns and customize the web page of the NGO. I already told you that there is this focus to revert back all the staking rewards that are received by stake pool to the wallet on the NGO. In the future, we want to create other tools, but for the time being, we focus for the catalytic round because it's very short. It's only 6 months project. We want to create a portal where people can make a simple donation and where they can just with a click stake to the NGO's stake pool. In the future, we want to involve more people. And there are many NGOs that are supporters that are artists or rock bands, etc. They may donate some of their work to the NGO itself, like they already do. But this time we can try to mint it as an NFT and put it on sale to make also even better for the NGOs. But also we can get more creative and use those NFTs as a lottery, for a lottery. So people can just buy a lottery ticket for the NFT and the winner can exchange the winning ticket with the real prize. Our goal is to be self-sustainable, so to try to automate everything we can, and to become a real non-for-profit organization that is dedicated to empower the right organization that can help the world in which all of us are living. Yeah, I try to be as short as possible. This is a website that is currently a beta. We are just developing it. And here there is a little gift. As I was saying in the beginning of the conversation, I'm also an indie game developer, and a couple of years ago, I published my first game on Steam. And I decided to make it free of charge now as good luck for this Catalyst round. So I will copy also this link in the chat. So maybe you can have a couple of hours of fun with that. And that's it. May I remember sharing, please vote for us. And if you have any question, I'm available here or alter stage whenever you want. You can find me on Twitter as Studio Malaka or ask around in our Discord channel. Thank you very much. Stopping sharing the screen.
Great. So if you want to talk about expanding EasyPay, we've been looking to precisely make it more robust, try to add more payment connectors to that service, and also allow for smaller portions or smaller amounts to be processed. So I'll be happy to talk to you. And also we at the NFT DAO, not tomorrow, I know I changed my background. We are creating like primitives to allow anyone to create their own NFT marketplace. EasyPay was one. The other one we are creating is a minting API for NFTs that anyone can clone and use as they want. So if you want to talk about any other stuff, I'll be happy to.
That's great, because one of the things that we want to provide is also the possibility for people just to donate with normal fiat currency. So the EasyPay will be something really great for that. So they are not forced to have a wallet in the current blockchain, because probably it's people that can be involved in the blockchain. Sorry, but they probably don't know enough yet. So our goal is also to just make Cardano more in the mind of the people that are not yet involved in the blockchain. So it can be a two-way win.
Yeah, I put my email on the chat. You can contact me.
Perfect.
Anyone here also,
and
anyone here can contact me with any questions. And the question that I was actually going to ask is, you mentioned that people that had the NFT can enter to the NGO page and make some modifications, things like that.
Yeah.
How are you going to manage that permission, let's say?
Yeah, we will have a few different kind of NFTs that are having different access level. So we first we get in contact with the NGO and we explain how to do that, and we explain what our wallet is and how they can interact with that. Then we'll move all the NFT we minted for the specific NGO to that wallet, so they can distribute the one that they need to other street collaborators, so that they can access the website. So the NFT is substituting the usual username, password, pair, or stuff like that, because we have in the Web3.
Yeah, but the wallet needs to have a way to recognize NFT, right?
Yes, we will read in the blockchain the owner.
Yeah, if you're checking my proposal, since I'm using similar technology, another team on Catalyst already developed that technology, the open source token gating for NFTs, and they have already the GitHub repo open. So
that's amazing. Yes, I did a search for something like that, because we try to use as many open source tools that are available. Also, all of our software will be open source and directly deployed on GitHub. So I think that's a win-win for everybody. And if you can spare some funds, that will be something more that can be donated to the NGOs or put in the stake pool to start with. Okay, if anybody has another question, or we can, I think, close this meeting. It was really smooth. I think I thought the presentation were. Sorry?
Davide, what was the name of the game?
Yes, I'm writing everything in the chat, so okay. You can have also the link. Everything. Yeah. Okay, you should have everything in the chat. Okay, thank you very much. And I can stop recording, I think, if you don't have any question. Thank you really much for joining us and for presenting here. That was really amazing. I wish everybody the best luck for the proposal. And we will see each other again, because once you enter the Cardano community, it's difficult to leave. The energy is there, is amazing, and the people is fantastic. So it's really a pleasure to collaborate and to have a chat with you guys every time. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
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 Bye.